Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Spring 2018 Nurse Graduate Pinning Ceremony. I'm Dr. Marcy Everly, Chair of the Baccalaureate Nursing Department, and your MC for the evening. This is a really exciting time of the semester for all of us, and I bet it's also a really exciting time for all of you. So we'll get started. At this time, I would like to welcome Dr. Caroline Mallory, Dean of the College of Health and Human Services, to the podium.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the School of Nursing's pinning ceremony. I'm just delighted to be here and to welcome all of you, family, friends, and of course, graduates. This is such an important time for us to take time to celebrate the achievement of these students. They've spent years getting to this point in their careers, and our faculty and staff have done everything they can to prepare these students to move into the profession of nursing. I can't tell you in so many words how important the profession of nursing is to me. I'm a nurse myself and have been in the profession since 1985. It is so important that we take time to celebrate both the profession of nursing and these graduates. They are well prepared to go out into the workplace, to improve the care of patients, to improve patient outcomes, and to step into a career that's filled with promise. First of all, let me just say that I think the students should take just a moment to give a round of applause for their family and friends who come today to celebrate their achievements. They couldn't have done it without you. If they haven't told you that, then we'll tell you that it takes everyone to hit this milestone. To graduates today, I want to congratulate you on your achievement. I know that you're going to go on to great things. Once you've been out in the workforce for a little bit, if you're ready to come back and get a graduate degree with us, I hope you'll think about that. And keep in mind that we are here for you from this point forward. It's not just to get you to this day and time, but to ensure that from this point forward you have the support of your faculty and staff to make sure that whatever your needs are moving into your careers, we can help you with that. So please stay in touch and let us give you what help we can. Again, on behalf of the university, let me welcome all of you to Indiana State University for our commencement weekend. I'm so glad that you're here to take time to celebrate tonight and tomorrow at commencement. I look forward to seeing every one of you walk across the stage tomorrow. Good luck to you. Thank you. May I now introduce Dr. Leah Hall, who is the Executive Director for the School of Nursing.
Good evening. Welcome to the Spring 2018 Nursing Pinning Ceremony. Let me begin by saying congratulations to you all. You have all gone through this tedious journey and have persevered through hard work, dedication, and determination. Throughout this rigorous curriculum with all of the challenges and joy, you have finally come to the end and have accomplished your goal of becoming a nurse. For this, we congratulate and applaud you. We are here tonight to welcome and invite you into the profession of nursing through the time-honored tradition of pinning, which symbolizes the transition from student to nurse. It is an occasion to honor you and your accomplishments and to declare with you your readiness and passage into the world to care for others as a professional nurse. This tradition or rite of passage dates back to the Crusades of the 12th century, when groups of knights tended to and cared for injured and suffering crusaders. New monks that were brought into the Knights' Order to help care for the sick soldiers were given a Maltese cross that they wore on their arms. Then in the 1860s, Florence Nightingale was honored with the Red Cross pin for her work in caring for soldiers during the Crimean War. She continued this tradition, presenting a Medal of Excellence to her hardest-working nursing graduates. By 1916, in the United States, the standard became to award all graduating nurses with a pin during a special ceremony. The pin signifies a cross to bear to show your dedication, a medal of honor for the respect you have for both life and death, and a badge of courage for your commitment. Students, as you embark on your exciting new journey, I have a few words of wisdom or recommendations for you. First, care. Care about what you do. Care about others and the impact you have on them as a nurse. Care about yourself. Val Sainsbury said, "Nurses dispense comfort, compassion, and caring without even a prescription." You have the ability to impact the lives of your patients and their families because of the broad nursing knowledge, proficient caring skills, and professional attitude that you have acquired through your nursing curriculum at ISU. You should go into the world as nurses who truly care with compassion, selflessness, and genuine love. If you do, you will help make the world a better place. Second, find your passion. Nursing offers so many avenues you can pursue. You can work with adults, children, or in nursing education. You can work in a hospital, clinic, university, or at a pharmaceutical company, just to name a few. You can pursue an advanced degree. The opportunities are endless, but whatever you do, I encourage you to find your passion and be joyful. Explore your options as they may take you down a road you never knew was even possible. Find your niche. We all have one. Some of you may take longer to find it than others, and some of you may even change what you are passionate about over time. All of this is great. Remember that it's okay to explore opportunities, even areas outside of your traditional comfort zone. It's the passion for the profession and what you do that makes a great nurse. Find it. Third, get involved and be a leader. There are so many opportunities to get involved at the local, state, national, and international levels. Consider becoming a member of a national nursing organization or participate in local fundraising events such as the MS Walk or the March of Dimes Walk. Consider lobbying for healthcare issues at the state or national level. As a nurse, your presence and participation in these organizations and events are important. I encourage you all to continue your professional nursing education, whether that's by reading journals, attending conferences, or advancing your education. Remember that learning is for life. Fourth, be proud. Nurses have consistently ranked as one of the most respected and prestigious jobs and have earned top marks in honesty and ethics in Gallup polls for many years. Remember that what you do is important and highly respected by those around you. Stand tall and be proud to call yourself a nurse. And finally, listen. Listen with respect and without judgment. Many times you need to listen more than you need to talk. Thomas Edison said, "We have but 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we may listen twice as much as we speak. Take your time and listen to those around you. You may be surprised by what you can learn and how you can help a person emotionally just by listening to them. Maya Angelou said, as a nurse, we have the opportunity to heal the mind, soul, heart, and body of our patients, their families, and ourselves. They may forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel. In closing, remember to care, find your passion, get involved, be proud, become a leader, and listen. I welcome you to this honorable profession and offer my sincere congratulations to all of you. I'd like to take a moment at this time to recognize some of our students. The Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society of Nursing is the only international honor society worldwide. It is a global community of nurse leaders with members belonging to 475 chapters who live in 90 countries. Through this network, members lead in using knowledge, scholarship, service, and learning to improve the health of the world's people. Would those who are members of Sigma Theta Tau please stand and be recognized? The university recognizes achievements of graduating seniors at commencement and on diplomas and transcripts. Honors are granted to baccalaureate candidates on the following basis: summa cum laude, a grade point average of 3.95 and higher; magna cum laude, a grade point average of 3.8 to 3.94; and cum laude, a grade point average of 3.6 through 3.79. Would the recipients of summa, magna, and cum laude honors please stand and be recognized? We'll now begin the pinning of the graduates. If you are a pinner, if you would move to this side, stage right, you can line up down the aisle. As it's getting closer to the time for your graduate to be pinned, please make your way that way, and you'll enter the stage from this side of the stage. I'd now like to introduce Heather Anderson. She will be the campus presenter. Ready? Okay, you ready? If you are pinning someone, you can wait until it gets closer to their time. Not everybody has to come down. So just wait. You'll see them come, and they're all in alphabetical order. So campus students are first, so just wait for a few minutes and then just make your way down while they're getting pictures or something like that. Thank you. You ready, Sharon? Okay.
The first student is Sharon Atcha. Sharon wants to thank her parents and her guardians in the U.S., the Chang family, and the Lambie family. She looks forward to working on the medical surgical unit after passing her NCLEX exam, and within a year, continue her education for her master's degree and become a nurse practitioner. Sharon is being pinned by her little brother, Akoyo, and her grandfather. Logan Baker. Logan wants to thank his friends and family, Dr. Linda McQuiston and Dr. Linda Walters. He plans to study for the NCLEX, pass on the first try, and start his career as a nurse. He has not accepted a nursing position at this time. Logan is being penned by his brother, Toby Baker. Chandra Barrett. Chandra wants to thank her grandparents, her parents, her siblings, future brother-in-law, and boyfriend for supporting and praying for her. Also the friends that she's made, especially Michelle. She will be starting her nursing career in Indianapolis. Chandra is being penned by her parents John and Susan, sister Sharia, and brother Travis. Anna Bauer. Anna wants to thank Greg, Christine, Pat, Daniel, and Shane Bauer, Dana Mattioli, Kaylin Hudson, Megan Riggs, Berkayla Hillis, and Grant Blauvelt. She will be working at Methodist on 6 North as an RN, which is a medical pulmonary PCU, and Anna is being penned by Greg Bauer. Kaylee Beam. Kaylee wants to thank her parents, family, and friends. She plans to work in the NICU or pediatrics. Kaylee is being penned by her parents, Jerry and Tina Beam. Alicia Bennett. Alicia wants to thank her parents, her 2 sisters, her fiance, her aunt and uncle, grandparents, future in-laws, and friends Katie and Elise. She will be working on the Neurotrauma Progressive Care Unit at Methodist. She would like to eventually work at a children's hospital and specialize in pediatric trauma. Alicia is being penned by her Aunt Michelle and Uncle Chris. Grant Blauvelt. Grant wants to thank his parents, his siblings, all of his peers, and the ISU faculty for their unwavering support. He will be a nurse on the transplant ICU at Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota, where he will participate in the nurse residency program. Grant is being penned by Dr. Emily Cannon, Dr. Kylie Burdick, Chris Blauvelt, and Julie Blauvelt. Bradley Aaron Bolus. Bradley wants to thank his mom and dad, his wife Shelby, his brother, and all of his family and friends. After he spends the beginning of the summer fishing and going on vacation, he plans to accept a position at a hospital in Lafayette, Indiana, while he continues to remodel his house. Bradley was penned by his mother, Lori Bolus, and his wife, Shelby Bolus. Kendra Boyce. Kendra wants to thank her parents, her siblings, her grandparents, her Aunt Kelly, friends, especially Haley, Dawn, and Kelly, her boyfriend and his family, Leanne Varvel, and Melissa Hess, her capstone preceptor. She recently accepted a position as a unit clinical assistant at Hendricks Regional Health in the Childbirth Center, and then will transition to an RN position. Kendra is being penned by her brother Kyler and sister Caitlin. Benita Brown. Benita wants to thank her mother, her brother, and all her loved ones for being there for her. She plans to work at Carle Hospital in Urbana, Illinois as an RN and continue her education at the University of Illinois to become a midwife and women's health nurse practitioner. Benita was penned by her little brother, DeJuan Warren. Persephone Clifford. Persephone would like to thank her husband, her grandparents, her mother, Aunt Sarah, and the very hardworking staff and faculty in the School of Nursing. Above all, she would like to thank her Heavenly Father. She has accepted a full-time RN position in the emergency department at Good Samaritan Hospital in Vincennes, Indiana. She's being penned by her husband, Zachary Clifford. Casey Ray Cooksey. Casey wants to thank her family, friends, professors, and the awesome members of her cohort that got her through the tough times. She will complete her capstone at Riley Children's Hospital this summer and decide if she wants to start in pediatrics or in adult care. She's being penned by her parents, Kelly Cooksey and Kathy Murphy. Taylor Chris. Taylor would like to thank her parents, sister, pastor, and all her loved ones for the support along the way. She would also like to thank Ben and Jerry's from Vermont for always being there in times of need. She will work at Union until she goes to IUPUI to become a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. She then hopes to work at the VA and go on mission trips. She's being penned by her teacher, mentor, and friend, Dr. Richard Monday. Kayla Dunnigan. Kayla wants to thank her mom, her brother, Heath Wilkes, and the rest of her family, and also professors Dr. Cannon, Dr. Walters, and Jennifer Holmes. She has accepted a position at Riley Children's Hospital in the NICU. Kayla is being penned by Brittany Hoculter and her mom, Michelle. Elise Eagleson. Elise wants to thank her parents and all the nursing professors. She will be working on the cardiovascular care unit at Deaconess Midtown Hospital in Evansville, Indiana. She is being penned by her parents, Dan and Kristen Eagleson. Jordan Faberbach. Jordan wants to thank her family, friends, and her cats, Boo and Casper. She has a position lined up as a medical surgical RN at Porter Regional in the Progressive Care Unit. Jordan is being penned by her sisters, Carly and Claire. Sarah Fano. Sarah wants to thank her family, especially her parents. She will work as an ICU nurse, then continue her education to complete her CRNA or nurse practitioner. Sarah is being pinned by her parents, Pam Dunlap and Jim Fano. Caitlin Favali. Caitlin wants to thank her parents, Austin Christenberry, and other close friends and family. She will work on a medical surgical unit and then transfer to an organ transplant unit or post anesthesia care unit. Caitlin is being pinned by her mother, Marcia Favali. Mallory Fuqua. Mallory wants to thank her parents, her sister, and her grandparents. She has accepted a position at University Hospital in Indianapolis, Indiana, on a medical surgical unit specializing in liver and GI disorders. Mallory is being pinned by her mother, Annie Archer, RN. Caitlin Getty. Caitlin wants to thank Julie and Dan Getty and Matt Pansera. She plans to work on the oncology unit at Advocate Children's Hospital in Oak Lawn, Illinois. Caitlin is being pinned by her parents, Dan and Julie. Kirsten Gibson. Kirsten wants to thank all of her family, Austin and his family, and her nursing school friends, Alondra and Derek. She will be working at Union Hospital on the telemetry unit and plans on going back to school to pursue a master's degree within 2 years. She is being pinned by Aunt Sarah and Derek. Christy Grissom. Christy wants to thank her school family, especially her good friend and carpool buddy, Leslie. She also thanks the rest of her family. She hopes to secure a spot in the nurse residency program at Carle Foundation Hospital in Urbana, Illinois, and eventually pursue a master's degree. She was pinned by her husband, TC, her kids, Abby and Colin, and her parents, Brian and Patty Watson. Olivia Harpenall. Olivia wants to thank her parents, her best friends, Taylor and Kylie, Philip, Aunt Emily, and all the professors who have supported her along the way. She has accepted a job at Riley Hospital for Children on a pediatric medical surgical unit in downtown Indianapolis. Olivia is being pinned by her Aunt Emily Dexter and her brother Philip. Courtney Heath. Courtney would like to thank Anthony, Susie, Heather, Andrew, Susan, Rick, Pat, and Mary Beth. She plans to work as an RN on the newly opened stroke unit at IU Health Methodist Hospital in Indianapolis. Eventually, she plans to attain her master's degree in nursing. Courtney is being pinned by her mother, Heather Machino. Madison Haley Thompson Heiserer. Madison wants to thank her husband, her parents, her sisters, and her in-laws. She plans to become a mom within the next month to a baby girl and then hopes to get a job in labor and delivery unit in Indianapolis, where she's ready to go back to work. Madison is being pinned by her husband, Jim, and her mom, Cheryl Newbold Thompson. Bracayla Hillis. Bracayla would like to thank her grandparents, parents, and friends for supporting her. Her future plan is to work at Union Hospital as a float nurse and then to return to college to obtain her nurse practitioner degree. Bracayla is being pinned by John Hillis, her grandfather. Brittany Holkalter. Brittany wants to thank her mom and dad, her sister Peyton, Kayla, and her fiance Nate. She plans to work in Indianapolis after graduation and then return to school to obtain her master's degree. Brittany is being pinned by Kayla Dunnigan and her parents Rusty and Becky Holkalter. Caitlin Hefford. Caitlin wants to thank her dad, her fiance, Stephen Thompson, and all her friends and family. She is getting married and beginning her nursing career at Franciscan Health East Hospital in Lafayette, Indiana. Caitlin is being pinned by her dad, Randy Hufford. Kaylin Elizabeth Hudson. Caitlin wants to thank Danny, Laura, and Nathan Hudson, Jordan Jackson, family and friends, the ISU nursing faculty, and the ISU track and field coaches. She will be working at University Hospital in their transplant ICU in Indianapolis, Indiana. Caitlin is being pinned by her parents Danny and Laura. Jessica Jansen. Jessica would like to thank her parents, family, friends, classmates, professors, and preceptors for their support and encouragement throughout the nursing program. She has accepted a medical surgical position at Union Hospital upon graduation. She is being pinned by her fiance, Thomas Cooper. Courtney Jonae Johnson. Courtney wants to thank God, her parents, little sister, grandmother Joyce, late grandmother Dorothy, late Aunt Wendy, Auntie Tammy, her nursing classmates, and her dog Ocean. She is hoping to pursue a career as a behavioral health nurse upon graduation. Courtney's being pinned by her parents Trina and Edwin, her sister Cabri, and her grandmother Joyce. Katie Jones. Katie wants to thank her family, friends, Dr. Cannon, and Mrs. Coffey. She will be working at Union Hospital in the float pool. Katie is being pinned by her mom, Nan Dunning, her stepdad, Kent Dunning, and her brother, Cody Jones. Leslie Kime. Leslie wants to thank her husband, her 2 boys, her parents, and her in-laws. She is looking forward to starting her nursing career at Union Hospital Emergency Department in the fall. She is being pinned by her husband, Jonathan, and her 2 boys, Liam and Maddox. Connor Kendall. Connor wants to thank her parents and siblings, her fiance, and her son. She will be working at Greene County General Hospital in labor and delivery. She is being pinned by her son, Carter. Kylie Marie Kramer. Kylie would like to thank her mom and dad and family. She would also like to thank her nursing professors. She has accepted an RN position with the #1 magnet hospital in Central Missouri, Boone Hospital Center, in their intensive care unit. Kylie is being pinned by Kevin and Susan Kramer. Haley McKay Langmeyer. Haley wants to thank her parents, her grandparents, and Dr. Linda McQuiston. She is hoping to pursue a career in labor and delivery upon graduation. Haley is being pinned by her mom, Sherry, dad, Lynn, Grandma Arlene, and Papa Chuck. Chelsea Larrabee. Chelsea wants to thank her parents, sister, grandparents, aunt, cousins, and friends. She plans to work at Community North Hospital in Fishers, Indiana on a medical renal oncology unit. She is being pinned by her parents and sister. Alondra Lee. She wants to thank her parents, her Nana, and her Papa, and her close friends. She gives a big thanks to Dr. Renee Bauer for always having an open door. She will be working at Eskenazi Health in Indianapolis upon graduation and plans to obtain her NP within the next 3 to 5 years from IUPUI. She is pinned by her mother, Angela. Allison Lentz. Allison would like to thank her family and friends as well as God for the opportunity she has been given thus far. She has accepted a position in the Southern Illinois Healthcare New Graduate Residency Program, where she will continue as an RN on a post-surgical unit. She plans to pursue her education to become a psychiatric nurse practitioner. She was pinned by her mom, Tammy Lentz. Megan Longnecker. Megan wants to thank all her family and friends. She will be working as a progressive care nurse at IU Health Arnett. She is being pinned by her parents, Michelle and Greg Longnecker. Emily March. Emily would like to thank her mom and dad, her husband, and her grandpa. She will be working as an RN in Colorado, and she is being pinned by her parents, Kim and Frank McCain, and her husband, Stephen March. Jody Marshall. Jody wants to thank Heather, Stacy, Reagan, and Dr. Jan Wiest. She will be working at Good Samaritan Hospital in Vincennes, Indiana. She is being pinned by Heather Ludwig Akers and Ainsley Marshall. Dana Mattioli. Dana wants to thank her family, nursing professors, and nursing friends, Caitlin, Megan, Anna, and Grant. She will be moving to Indianapolis to work in a medical and surgical progressive care unit at IU Health University Hospital. She is being pinned by her mom and dad, Sue and Rory, and her brother, Dominic. Amy McCann. Amy wants to thank her parents. She will begin her nursing career as a critical care nurse at IU Health University Hospital in Indianapolis on the Medical Progressive Care Unit. She is being pinned by her mom, Stacy McCann. Kylie McIntyre. Kylie wants to thank her family and friends, especially her parents, her boyfriend, all of the nurses at Regional Hospital, and her two best friends, Taylor and Olivia. She has accepted a full-time position at Terre Haute Regional Hospital in the emergency room. Kylie is being pinned by Lynette Coffey and her parents, Stacy and Tom. Macy Mumaw. Macy would like to thank her parents, grandparents, and fiance, Tanner Smith. Her future plans include working as a registered nurse in the emergency room at Union Hospital, Clinton. Macy is being pinned by her parents, Tom and Rhonda Mumaw. Jessica Page. Jessica wants to thank her husband and her mother, her nursing professors, her friends, and the rest of her family. She will be going to IU Health Bloomington to become a cardiac nurse with plans to go back to school for a nurse practitioner. Jessica is being pinned by her husband Presley Page and her mother Sharon Turpin. Elizabeth Ann Payne. Elizabeth would like to thank her parents, boyfriend Chase, Grandma, Aunt Emily, and all her professors. Also her girls Alex, Kylie, Olivia, and Taylor, and lastly, the entire class. She has accepted a position in the ICU at Regional Hospital and plans to go back to school to earn her master's degree and become a family nurse practitioner. Elizabeth is being pinned by her mom, Mary, Elizabeth Payne, RN. Hannah Payne. Hannah wants to thank her mother, her friends and family, and her professors. She will be working at Methodist Hospital on the Neurotrauma Progressive Care Unit. Then she would like to return to school to obtain her nurse practitioner degree. Hannah is being pinned by her mother, Sarah Payne, and Lynette Coffey. Michelle Papala. Michelle would like to thank her family and the nursing friends she's made throughout the second degree program. She will be working at Union Hospital on the telemetry unit. She is being pinned by her parents Blythe and Randy McDaniel. Jenny Pitts. Jenny would like to thank her dad, fiance, professors, friends, and family. She will move to Louisville, Kentucky, and begin working on a medical inpatient unit for Baptist Health. Jenny is being pinned by her father, Jimmy Pitts, and fiance, Jackson Taylor. Kayla Ray Polanco. Kayla wants to thank her parents, friends, family, and instructors. She will finish her capstone over the summer at IU Bloomington ER and then continue to work there as a registered nurse. After a few years, she plans to begin traveling as a nurse. Kayla is being pinned by her parents Deborah and David Polanco and her aunt Lisa Bowman. Rebecca Pyle. Rebecca wants to thank her mom and dad, brother, grandparents, Isabel Rendell, and her nursing school friends. She plans to work as a medical surgical GI nurse. She is being pinned by Isabel Rendell, RN. Laura Renner. Laura would like to thank her parents and sister for supporting and encouraging her. Special thanks to her roommates for always listening and being willing to take care of her dog Odie when she was at clinical. She plans to move to Nashville to pursue her career as a registered nurse. Laura is being pinned by her mother and father. Megan Riggs. Megan would like to thank her parents, Jake, Kelly, and her family and friends. Her future plans include working in the emergency room at Union Hospital and eventually returning to school to further her education. Megan is being pinned by her daughter, Kelly, her fiance, Jake Pirtle, and her parents, Rocky and Leanne Riggs. Amanda Runyon. Amanda wants to thank her husband and son, her parents, Deb Scott, and all of her other family and friends for all their support. She plans to work in the ICU. She's being pinned by her mother, Nancy Scott, and son, Lucas Runyon. Taylor Ryan. Taylor would like to thank all her family, friends, and professors for their support throughout her nursing school journey. She has accepted an RN position on a med-surg unit at St. Vincent Hospital in Indianapolis. Taylor is being pinned by her parents, Chris and Angie. Morgan Michaela Schneer. Morgan wants to thank God, her family, and her second-degree classmates. She plans to further her education by obtaining her doctorate degree, and she also plans to work in obstetrics. Morgan is being pinned by her daughter, Journey. Kendra Schreering. Kendra wants to thank her parents and family, her friends, and her professors for supporting her throughout nursing school. She will be working at Union Hospital as a registered nurse in the ICU. Kendra is being pinned by her parents, Emil and Nancy Schreering. Alexandra Ann Slankard. Alexandra would like to thank her parents, her siblings, her grandparents, and her boyfriend for all of their support. She has accepted a position as a labor and delivery nurse at Greene County General Hospital. She is being pinned by her parents, Mark and Summer Slankard. Cooper Smith. Cooper plans to work in the ICU at Union Hospital, and he is being pinned by his mother, Annette Smith. Mallory Stapler. Mallory would like to thank her parents, her siblings, and her family. She would also like to thank her grandma for inspiring her to become a nurse. Lastly, she would like to thank all of her professors. She plans to begin her nursing career at Eskenazi Hospital in Indianapolis on a med-surg unit. She then plans to continue to become a nurse practitioner. She is being pinned by her parents, Jody and Terry Stapler. Brooklyn Starr. Brooklyn wants to thank her family, her fiance, her friends, Dr. Linda McQuiston and Sandy Haggart, for always believing in her when she didn't believe in herself. She will be an oncology nurse at Porter Hospital in Valparaiso. She plans to return to school to become a nurse practitioner. Brooklyn is being pinned by her mom, Jessica, her fiance, Destin, and Dr. Linda McQuiston. Christopher Anthony Storm. Chris would like to thank his family and friends and also his professors for putting up with him all these years. He will be working at Methodist Hospital in Indianapolis on the trauma surgical unit of 4 North. He is being pinned by Gary and Rosemary Storm. Dawn Weaver. Dawn wants to thank her grandma, dad, family, and friends, especially Kendra and Haley, Matt, and her grandpa. She will be working at IU Health Arnett on the Progressive Care Unit. Dawn is being pinned by her grandma, Patty, and her dad, Ron. Tara White. Tara wants to thank her parents, her grandparents, boyfriend Caleb, and her best friend Kayla. She has accepted a job at Union Hospital on the telemetry unit. She plans to return to school to complete her master's in nursing to become a nurse practitioner. Tara is being pinned by her mother, Wendy McCain, and her father, Scott White. Amy Weiss. Amy wants to thank her father and her whole family, her close friends Sarah Copeland and Aaron Sartoris. She will be working on the cardiovascular surgical unit at IU Health Methodist Hospital in Indianapolis. She is being pinned by her father, Stephen Weiss, Aunt Shannon Furr, and sister Stephanie O'Neill. And now Andrea Kumaro will be announcing the baccalaureate completion, LPN to BS, and RN to BS distance students.
Thank you, everybody, and good night. So at this time, I'd like to introduce all the students who have completed the program completely at a distance. So these students have completed their coursework, have completed their clinicals, all from in a distance format. So this evening may be actually the very first time that these students may be stepping onto this campus. So with no further ado, I'd like to introduce Lori Barker. So Lori wants to thank her daughter Allison, who inspired her to go to nursing school, her son Elliot, and Eric for his support. She plans to enroll in a graduate nursing program in 2019. Lori is being pinned by her daughter Allison. She is one of our Hoosier Distance students. Terry Bass. Terry wants to thank her husband and daughter, as well as her family and friends she's ignored since starting school. She plans to pursue high acuity nursing and an interest in cardiovascular ICU, surgical ICU, trauma, or transplant. She would like to pursue her master's eventually. Terry is being pinned by her husband, Josh, and daughter, Taylor. She and her family have traveled here from Florida. Catherine Bensky. Catherine wants to thank Paul Bensky and Terry and Bob Borschlewitz. Her goal is to attend a nurse residency program and work in an ICU in sunny Florida. Catherine is being pinned by Miguel Barrios. She's traveled here from Chicago area today. Kayla Betts. Kayla wants to thank her husband, Timothy, her son, Grayson, her parents, and all other family and friends who have been continuously supportive. She plans to work at Sullivan County Community Hospital in obstetrics and med-surg. Kayla is being pinned by her mom, Kathleen Mann. She is one of our homegrown students here from Sullivan, Indiana. Sharon Bond. Sharon wants to thank her husband, her preceptor, her children, her parents, her mother-in-law, her sister and family, as well as her friends and family members. She plans to return to acute care hospital environment and obtain a position in critical care setting. Sharon is being pinned by her preceptor, Erin Williams, and her husband, Tim Bond. Sharon traveled here from Ohio this weekend. Chelsea Brackle. Chelsea wants to thank Josh, Mark and Jody Matson, and Lou and Linda Brackle. She plans to work at Regional Hospital and commission as a nurse with the Indiana Air National Guard. Chelsea is being pinned by Josh Brackle. Chelsea is a local hailing from West Terre Haute. Chantel Hayden. Chantel would like to thank her fiance, her mother, and her family for their continuous love and prayers. She plans to work for a few years before returning to school to pursue her degree as a nurse practitioner. Chantel is being pinned by her mother, Gladys Riasco, and fiance, Danielle Wright. Chantel has traveled from New York to be with us tonight. Debbie Jeanette. Debbie would like to thank her entire family for all the love and support that they have given her over the last 3 years. Her future plans are to work in an emergency department and possibly get a master's degree in nursing education. Debbie is being pinned by her mother, Juanita, and her sister, Michelle. Debbie has traveled here from Virginia. Brittany Matthew. Brittany would like to thank her parents and her husband. She will be working in labor and delivery. Brittany is being pinned by her mom, Laura Morgan. Brittany traveled here from the great state of Texas. Shanda Mintel. Shanda would like to thank Dr. Hume, Dr. Nelson, Rhonda Reed, and Lisa Miller. She plans to do a new graduate residency in the MICU, then transfer to the SICU after 2 years. She will reevaluate plans for graduate school next year. Shanda is being pinned by Dr. Jessica Nelson. She hails from the beautiful state of Colorado. Stephanie Moore. Stephanie wants to thank her sons, her parents, Tanya Day, her instructors, and classmates. She will be working in an emergency department at Methodist Hospital in Indianapolis. Stephanie is being pinned by her mother and sons. She is one of our Hoosier Distance students. Penina Myrtle. Penina would like to thank her husband and 3 girls. She plans to enroll in an MSN-ED with Walden University. Penina is being pinned by her daughter, St. Ania. Penina joins us from Washington, D.C. area. Christian Noel Nuosu. Christian wants to thank her husband, their 3 children, her parents, and her sister Haley. She plans to work for a few years to gain experience and work towards a master's in women's health and midwifery. Christian is being pinned by her husband, Ike, who is also a nurse practitioner. Christian and her family have traveled here from Virginia to be with us. Christine Otting. Christine wants to thank her husband and children and her instructors. She plans to further her education to work in forensic nursing and mental health. Christine is being pinned by her husband, Matt. Christine joins us this evening from Illinois. April Ann Romero. April Ann would like to thank her children and family, grandma, dad, and sister, her best friends and nursing buddies Jessica and Nicole, and her biggest cheerleader, Sue. She hopes to gain experience in a local hospital in return for a master's degree as a nurse practitioner. April is being pinned by her daughter, Ava. She is joining us from Michigan. Aaron Rudolph. Aaron wants to thank Clint and Sophia Rudolph. She will continue working as an ED nurse. Aaron is being pinned by Clint and Sophia Rudolph. She is one of our Hoosier Distance students. Rebecca Cusetto. Rebecca wants to thank her parents, Chuck, sons Lucas and Cooper, parents Steve and Nancy, mother-in-law Robin. She plans to become a pediatric oncology nurse. Rebecca is being pinned by her husband, Chuck. Rebecca has traveled all the way from Washington State to be with us this evening. And that's it for all the distance students this evening. Thank you.
We'll wait till everybody's back on stage. Let's give our graduates one more round of applause, please. It's now my pleasure to recognize some faculty. Each graduating group of students votes on their outstanding professor of nursing. So I'm going to do this by each group. And the Spring Traditional Baccalaureate Nursing class has voted Dr. Emily Cannon as outstanding. Come on, Emily. And she's going to cry. Our second degree baccalaureate nursing class has voted Dr. Jan Wiest. And finally, our distance baccalaureate nursing class has voted as outstanding professor of nursing Dr. Kathleen Hune. Dr. Hune is not with us tonight. She's actually one of our distance faculty, and she resides in the state of Oregon. So, very good.
I know Dr. Hall did it, but one more round of applause for our graduates. Congratulations, you guys. I know that Dean Mallory had us recognize all of you in the audience earlier as well, but now I would like our graduates to please stand and really applaud you guys. They wouldn't be here without the shoulders, the ears. Good job, you guys. This concludes the Spring 2018 pinning ceremony. Please join us at the conclusion of the ceremony in the Heritage Lounge for cookies and punch. Please allow everyone from the stage to exit the auditorium before you come and join us in the lounge. Thank you, everyone, for coming.